me, alright everybody? You've got another box. Cheeky. Right, okay, so what's inside this big, huge box? Well, inside this big, huge box is a big, huge bike. So let's have a look what's inside the box, put it together, get it by here, and we can have a look. So in this box is another box. So we'll get our box out and have a look inside that box, which is inside this box, and I'll try and get this bike out of the box. Right, okay, so I've taken everything out of the box. There we go. There's another box there. There's a UK lead there. There's a front mudguard there. There's a rear rack there. There's the bike, and there is the front wheel. So let's have a little peek what's inside this box here. So in this box was the manual. There's a charger, 54.6 volts, 3 amps, the pedals, thumb throttle, toolkit, and we got some bits and bobs by there. Now, when it comes to putting the front wheel on, slightly different to the normal type of bikes you see. So you've got this part here, and you've got the bolt that goes in. So this silver part here is this bit here, okay? And then obviously the bolt goes in through there. So let me just lift this up and show you the proper orientation of how this is supposed to go. So I've just taken the wheel out to show you. Look, there we go. That's how it goes on there. And I've got it pointing upwards because I'm putting the wheel downwards because the bike is upside down. Hopefully that makes sense. Right, okay, so here it is all put together. Now, one thing I got to say is, what a nice colour. It's like a metallic deep blue, very nice colour. When the sun shines on it, it does pop a bit. Now, it has got a motor in the front, but there, and it has got a motor in the back, right by there. And it is, I think it says on the website, 3,000 watts or 3,500 watts peak power. So it's a dual motor, big power. I don't think it's locked to a 15.5 miles per hour. So this bike isn't UK legal. So I just got to make that point clear, because some people do get upset in the comment section if I don't say that. But anyway, let's have a closer look at this fantastic e-bike. So, like I said, motor in the front down there. Then if we come across, battery is housed underneath there. Now I expect the controller to be down there where the pedals are. Then we have got a rear motor there. We've got a rear rack as well. And we have rear suspension. Okay, so looking at the tyres and the wheels and the brakes, we've got 180mm discs. Then if we go over here to the caliper, which is hydraulic, it's a 4-pot caliper. So that is very, very good. Then the tyres, 26 times 4 inches. So this is what it looks like with me sitting on the bike. I'm 5'10", 178 centimetres or 1.78 metres. Put my hands on the handlebars. I'm in an upright position. Now I have got the handlebars tilted slightly backwards, because if you have them forwards, you've got to lean forward a bit more. So I like to sit upright. I've got them in an upright position. Also, the rear suspension, let's just try it while we're here. And it actually has got a bit of bounce, which is nice. Okay, so looking up here on the handlebars, over here we've got a thumb throttle, then we've got the horn button. We give it a bit of a press. Now that is quite a loud horn, 7-speed Shimano, display over here. Then you've got your buttons for on and off. You've got your light button, plus and minus, walk function, and information button. So if I get the key card thing here, or the NFC smart card, tap that there like that. That does turn it on. Lovely display. Now, if I press this orange button here like that, okay, that goes to 99. But if I press the orange button again, that goes to 25. So 25 means legal speed limit. If I go to 99, 99 means unlimited. So I'll try and show you the speed of that now by tilting up the back wheel, by making sure that only the back wheel is flashing there, like that. I'll lift that up slightly. Hope you can still see it. And there we go. That says 61 kilometers per hour. But that is with no weight. That's with me not on the bike. Okay, so here we have the magnet of truth. So we'll start on the handlebars. Handlebars, some form of aluminium. We look at the mudguards here. That's plastic, and the rear one is plastic. The frame is some form of aluminium. The wheels down here, some form of aluminium. The pedal arms, some form of aluminium. The pedals themselves, some form of aluminium. And at the back here, the rack there is made of steel. So it's mostly aluminium construction. Right, okay, here at the back, the rear light, if I press the brake like that, we've got a flashing brake light like so. If I put the lights on like that, there is the rear light. So let's have a quick look at the front light. And there we go. There's the front light. Okay, so I've taken the battery out here. It is quite a big battery. Now, 47.19 volts nominal voltage. Then down by here, 24.5 amp hours or 11,056 watt hours. It does say there, high quality 21700 cell. Okay, so let's take this bike out on my own private estate. Right, okay, here we are in my private off-road estate. And I'm going to go up this hill. Now I'm in rear wheel mode and I'm in the 25 kilometer mode as well. So I'm going to use the thumb throttle there, and you can see it's taken quite a while to pick up speed. So here we go. So in the normal rear wheel mode, it's taken quite a long time to pick up speed. It's still picking up speed, but it's very, very gradual. So it's not like it's motorbike power or anything. So let's stop by here now, and then we'll put it in dual motor mode, but still limited to the 25 kilometers an hour. I haven't been able to change it to miles per hour yet because I don't know how to do it in the settings. But anyway, so you press that orange button there. We've got two wheels flashing. So here we go this time. So there we go. And it still isn't a massive powerhouse, but it is picking up quicker. So there we go. Past that car. That's a bit tight then, wasn't it? So let's try that again one more time. Right, here we go. Throttle on. So you can see it's not a massive powerhouse. So let's try and change the speed limit and see if that makes a difference to the actual power coming out of the throttle. So I think you hold down the orange button like that. It goes to 99 red balloons, and then so it's still not, see, it's still not massively powerful, but it is picking up speed quicker. So there we go. So it does pick up speed a bit quicker, but it's not like, it doesn't feel like it's giving you the 3,500 watts straight away, if you know what I mean. So, is that a car behind me? There's a car behind me. I was going to do the headlight test, but there's a car behind me, so I'll get through here and I'll turn around and go back. Let's go back in the tunnel. I'll put the headlight on. So the headlight is on now. And we'll go into the tunnel of darkness. And there we go, there's the headlight on the floor. Now, it's quite a nice, it's got a nice bit of width to it, and that is pretty bright. Should I put it a bit higher? There we go. So, it's slightly better than adequate. What we're going to do, right, to keep things exciting, to keep you hooked into this video, I'm going to go up that hill as fast as I can, dual motor mode unlocked. Then we're going to do a brake test, walk function. I'm going to come down the hill as fast as I can with gravity. And when I get back by here, over to the right of me, there's a big off-road hill by there. And we'll see if this bike can get up the off-road hill. And I can hear another car coming behind me. It's extremely busy. All these people using my private land is terrible. Right, let's just wait for this car to go past, a van. Right, so here we go then. Now let me just make sure you can see the display like that. So you should be able to see the display now. So here we go. So this is dual motor. And we'll go through the tunnel, wait for this, go past this person first. Right, here we go then. So this is dual motor mode. Up the hill, unlocked. And that says 43 kilometers per hour. Oh, and it cut out because the tag. Oh, dear me. The tags were floating about and they turned that off like that. So, I'm going to go back down and I'm going to do it again. Right, okay, let's try this again then, right. So I've taken the tags off because the tags were rattling around and it turned it off. So here we go, up the hill. What are we doing? 36, 37, 40, that's kilometers per hour, mind. 39, 38, slowing down a little bit up this hill. 39, so it's going up the hill quite easy. This is just with the throttle. Well, we are 41, so this is dual motor mode does make quite a bit of difference. And there we go to the cattle grid. And there we go. Now, I'll just stop by here and we'll do the old seat squish test. And it does feel very, very nice. Look at that lovely squish on there like that. Let's go to the front. Even the front has got a nice squish. So the seat is a very nice seat, nice and wide, nice and comfortable. And with the rear suspension is nice. So we'll go up the rest of this hill. It's going to be no problem at all. We'll try a bit of pedalling. That's what we'll do now. We'll try a bit of pedalling. So I won't use the thumb throttle to pull off now. I'll try and do it with pedal assist. So I'll put on pedal level assist 5. And we're still in dual motor mode and it's unlocked. So we'll see what I got to do to get it going. And half a turn. Half a turn and we're off. And here we go. Now I feel like maybe the pedal assist is a little bit more responsive, comes in a bit quicker than the actual throttle. That's what it feels like to me. But what are we doing? 33. Now it is, like I said, it's in kilometers per hour, so you'll have to do all the conversions yourself. But we'll carry on up here. I am ghost pedaling. I don't have to put any pressure on the pedals at all because there's plenty of power to get me up the hill. So we'll go past this Y in a road here and then we'll come to a stop and I'll do the walk function. So let's stop by here and do the walk function. Wouldn't it be nice if these e-bikes were like, you know, legal? Like, I can't be me again, no? Can I? Oh, he's going that way. Right, so I don't know if the walk function makes a difference with the 2 motors on or the 1 motor. So I'll put just the rear motor on and we'll try the walk function. So there we go. So that's the walk function. And it'll pull you up the hill a bit as well, that will. So let's try with 2 motors to see if there's any difference. So let's put 2 motors on and see if it actually engages the front motor or if it feels the same. So let's go again. And to me, I think that feels, oh wait a minute, something's happening. I don't know, maybe that is a bit, I'm not quite sure. It's pulling me up the hill anyway. So let's try, I'll tell you what I'll try now, just for a laugh. I'll sit on the bike, right, and I'll engage the walk function, like so. And we'll see if it can take me up the hill. Ready? Here we go. Absolutely riveting stuff. And it's saying on the screen there, 4.2 kilometers per hour with the walk function engaged. Anyway, let's get up the rest of this hill, turn around, and then what I'll do once I've turned around, pull the brakes on as hard as possible and just see how easy it is to stop. Right, okay, here we are at the top of the hill. So we'll go down the hill, get to 25 kilometers per hour or 15.5. Then I will pull the brakes on and we'll just see how quick it takes to stop. So it's not scientific. What are we doing? We're almost at 25. We'll make sure it's on the flat a bit. So we're around about, let's get to 25, slow down a little bit. There we go, and there we go. Right, so it just stopped pretty well then. We did have a bit of a skidding back tyre, so let's have a quick peek. Is there anything left on the road? Yes, there is. We can see a mark, so let's have a look at the mark. Right, so there we go, down there, look. There's the mark there, look. And I think it stops by here. So there's the bike there, and some of that is tyre and some of it's mud. But that's pretty good, it did stop pretty well. And there was a little bit of a sort of damp patch there. So now is the part where I go down the hill as fast as possible, as fast as gravity can carry me. Try not to pull the brakes on the bend. Hopefully there's no cars coming, otherwise I will come a cropper. So there is an element of danger in this. Now this bike does feel like it'll, let me put it on 0 a minute. It does feel like it's going to go fast down the hill. I just got a feeling. So 21, 22 kilometers per hour. So we're picking up speed now. Here we go. We might even catch that car in front of us now. We might have to slow down for the car because it's going a bit slow. Right, so I'm gonna have to do this again because the car is going too slow. So I gotta go back up the top of the hill. Cool, blimey, governor. Right, okay, we're back in the same spot again. So let's try this again. And there's a car coming up now. Oh my God. It's gonna let me go past, but they look. Okay. Right, here we go then. Hopefully, no more cars. Right, let's get down this hill. Now you can see that going along this blind bend is dangerous. But my middle name is Danger. So let's try it. 40 kilometers per hour. Oh, it's windy. The wind is blowing me back, so we're not going to get a good speed by here, I don't think. 44 kilometers per hour. I'll try and duck down a bit. 47 kilometers per hour. 48 kilometers per hour. 49 kilometers per hour. 51 kilometers per hour. 51 kilometers per hour, and I'm going to slow down and go across the cattle grid. Whoa! Hey! And I think I'll carry on down this way. Right, okay, I'm gonna take a right and let's see if we can get up this hill. This is proper off-roading now, okay? So here we go. Here we go. So it's dual motor mode. Is it gonna make it up here? It's struggling a little bit. Look, we're slowing down. We are in dual motor mode, but it's slowing down. Are we gonna pick speed back up again? We haven't stopped yet. Let's see if we can get round here. Oh, it's quite overgrown. Oh, ferns! Right, I had to stop then because I almost came a cropper. Right, here we go, carry on up here. And there we go, it has made it up here. Whoa! And that was, it's pretty good. It wasn't that powerful, but I did make it up there. Now, I only stopped because it was a corner and I lost a bit of traction, but that was quite good fun. Now, what am I going to do now? I'm going to turn around because this way goes to nowhere, it stops. So let's turn around and carry on down this way and do a bit more off-roading. Hey. Now I'm going to take a left by here and we're going to go down this hill and I'm going to try and come back up it. And the wind is incredible today. But you can see, well, hopefully you can see on a camera that this is a steep hill. So we'll go down the hill, we'll come back up in dual motor mode. It gets very steep around by here. And we'll see what it's like. Right, here we go then. We'll just go past this muddy bit. I'll go out on the road to give us a little bit of a run up. And then we'll turn around, come up by here. Not much of a run up, but just a little bit. I think I can hear a vehicle. Can I hear a vehicle? No, I can't. Right. So, let's turn around by here. And let's go up the hill with the throttle power. Here we go. Right, got to be careful because the front wheel, if it's loose mud, the front wheel starts spinning. Here we go then. Up the hill. Try and follow the path. Whoa! What are we going? 26 kilometers per hour. And here we go. Slowing down a bit, but we are going to make it. We are going to make it. There we go. We're still going up the hill. Still going up the hill. Here we go. Almost going to flatten out. And there we go. It flattens out. Oh, lovely. Now, seeing as we're here, I'll show you the view because the scenery keeps changing because the seasons. So let me just show you the view at the moment by here at this particular time of the year. Right, okay, so there's my view at the moment. Now, if you look at the trees and the grass, it is very, very windy today. Like I said, my microphone doesn't pick it up, but it is very, very windy. And there we go. There's my view all the way around. There we go. So let's get back down onto tarmac. Where them cars are going now. Right, back down the hill. I'm going to take a left by here and go a different way. Now, I got to say, the rear suspension is doing what rear suspension should do. It's not as firm as other e-bikes, so it is actually, making the ride a little bit smoother. Whoa, hey, hey. I was using the pedal assist then, so let's use the thumb throttle again. And we'll get through this little tight path by here. We're almost back into civilization. Just down by here, through that gate. And then we'll make our way down this way. Right, now we're on a bit of a tarmac road. Let's just see how fast we can go on this bike. So let's put the throttle right down. Let's see how fast we can get to. Here we go. What's that, 46? 47 kilometers per hour. So that's the top speed with me on it, on a flat road, in dual motor mode, unlocked. Ooh, that's nice. And we'll try one more speed test. Once we'll get off. I won't go fast down this hill because that's not fair. So we'll get to the bottom of the hill. And then I'm going to engage the throttle. And then we'll try again. So here we go again. See if we can beat 47. I did see 47.8 miles per hour then, so 47.8 miles per hour is the top speed. Anyway, I think I'm gonna make my way back that way. Right, okay, there we go then. That's my review of this e-bike. All the links will be down in the description below, so go and check them out. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, comment, hype, do all them beautiful things, and I'll catch you in the next one.